Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Ripping On. Tonight's movie we'll be looking at is Color Out of Space, if I remember it correctly. It's a Nicolas Cage movie, even though we just saw one a couple of weeks ago. Um, I'm pretty sure this is going to be very interesting, and I hope my take will be interesting on it. So let's jump right into it. I'm about 12 minutes into the movie. Everything is pretty decent. Interaction with the family. You get to see each character, understand a little about them. So far, nothing wrong with the movie. The audio, I have to admit, is really good. The music that they put in this movie to begin with is really good. It's actually phenomenal. Um, and I usually don't give movies praise appraisal for when it comes to their music taste, but this one is actually pretty good. So far so good. I'm enjoying. So I'm about 30 minutes into the movie, and I really have to point out the fact that for the director or audio person who did this movie, they did an excellent job. Uh, to best describe is when the family's having their first dinner that we see them. Um, the audio in the background for the trees rustling, the wind blowing, the family moving in the background, even though the camera is focused on the parents who are having a chat, all that audio in the background you typically should be hearing in majority of movies to show that there's actually stuff happening in the background is really good. Like the person who did this movie was spot on when it came to this. Even the audio, like the music that plays in the background, is still excellent. So far, I'm liking this movie a lot, and it's excellent. I'm about an hour in, and the strangeness for this movie keeps ramping up, and it's a great amount of strangeness that I'm actually enjoying. Um, Yet again, the audio of this movie is excellent. The best thing I want to say about this is like in a situation where something like what's happening in this movie, there's no way for you to do anything about it. You can technically view like something as being odd, but if you're in a situation where the environment is changing and you're not really aware of it, or the situation is changing and you're not aware of it, it really causes the problem where you're just gonna kind of feel like something is out of place, but you can be like okay with it because you can't really see it. It's such a fucked up. Whoever wrote this movie kind of like captured a moment where in reality where your brain is just knows something's odd but you can't really do anything about it. It's a perfect movie for displaying that. Anyways, so let's keep going. Admittedly, this movie, it starts off as a slow burn, and as soon as it hits the 1 hour mark, this movie ramps up in the oddities and strangeness like crazy. It's like 0 to 60. So far, this movie is excellent. Audio is still excellent throughout this whole entire movie, and every scene seems to be legit. Like, I mean, it's fairly mellow. And like I was saying earlier, the mere fact that you're experiencing something strange and you know it's strange and you can't really do anything about it, the person who created this movie really captured that throughout this whole entire movie. It's excellent. So far, I have no issues with it. So let's keep going. So I just finished watching the movie. Without a doubt, uh, my rating of this movie is going to be extremely high. Um, Throughout the whole entire movie, there was nothing I could really rip on, which is kind of funny. But it was excellent. It was an excellent movie, from the audio to how it plays out, and the scenario itself. In a scenario like that, even I don't think I would be able to really do anything differently, because I mean, it's the most likely outcome that you would probably come across an alien life or something of the sort, and you wouldn't know what to do or you wouldn't know how to behave. It's the most likely outcome anyway for intelligent life out there. And yeah, this movie was excellent, phenomenal. There was nothing I could really rip on. everything played out pretty well. So the rating for me from me will be a 9 out of 10. It is an absolute must watch. It's a great movie, and it is spectacular for anyone who would probably enjoy it. As for the general public, I'm assuming due to the fact that it's a slow burn, majority of people will probably give it a 7 out of 10 to 8. But other than that, it is a phenomenal movie. There's nothing you can really view that could be bad, and yeah, it's phenomenal. So hopefully I will have a guest on for the next movie. It's supposed to be Old from M. Night Shyamalan, but I think I might have to go with something else. But we'll see. Yeah, so stay tuned for the next episode, and see you next time.